It's part 4 of the blog post. We are not in the woods yet. This is April 13th. Thor Ragnarok. Maybe a comedy at heart, but there's definitely a lot of going for it. Let's get started. These were life lessons. 10. Green really is the best color. I mean, this is a bit of a stupid one to start with, but come on, who doesn't love a little green? When going into battle, Hela proves that Loki made the right fashion statement. That was a joke point. And that was a picture of Hela. And my picture for number 9 is a very it's one of the covers of the Drunken Love single by Beyonce, because I made it Valkyrie's theme song. Very scantily clad Beyonce. Okay, drinking won't solve your problems. Sorry, Val, but the bottle won't ease the pain. You have to do that yourself, and you don't want to die, right? And then I had Hela evil. I said, some people are irredeemable. Sorry to break it to you, but Hela is an evil being, sealed away for time. Because she couldn't be tamed, when she's released, she's unstoppable. Unfortunately, not everyone can be redeemed. I still think she's badass. I wish she'd come back to make Thanos more interesting. And I put the Grandmaster. Number 7, you aren't the property of others. Grandmaster, head of Sakaar, tries to own his citizens by giving them false security, making them feel safe and loved, but in reality, he is a brutal dictator who will stop at nothing for a little entertainment. Don't let people own you, and risk your life if necessary. It's worth it. Number 6 just has no picture. Your power comes from inside. Are you Thor, the god of hammers? Various objects and people may aid you on your quest to self-discovery, but it's really all on you. You ultimately have the power regardless of the tools we possess. And I can be all the things you tell me not to be. When you try to cover me, I keep on flourishing. And you say the universe when I'm in company, it's all in me. Number 5. You choose your team, but they have to choose you. In the end, the people you surround yourself with will influence you greatly. So pick your team and choose wisely, but give them the freedom to opt out if they so choose. And number 4, history is written by the winners. Best sequences in the movie tell you about revealing the history of Asgard, bloody conquest before Odin decided to become a peaceful king. Beautifully shows the power of covering up harsh acts. Only showing the peaceful and positive side of Odin, never revealing how he got landed in the first place. Eat that out and you've got more blood on your hands than Loki. Because there was a scene in Dark World where Loki's like, I didn't kill so many people as Odin did. Like, he doesn't say it that way, but like, whenever I do that, whenever I do that, I'm like, I make it sound like Kylo Ren. Like, Kylo Ren is like this. He's like, I didn't do it, man. Number 3, you can't run from your problems. Valkyrie wants to run and hide from her problems until Loki reminds her of her pain, reminding her she can't run. Thor chooses to run toward his problems, sometimes a little too aggressively. But it's admirable nonetheless. You can't run forever, and it will just lead you to more guilt and pain later on. Your problems will always find you and tackle them head on with confidence. 2, people are more important than places. Asgard is a people, not a place. Sakaar may be luxurious, but the Grandmaster will never be happy alone, even surrounded with his own creations. Better to be homeless and surrounded by your team than in a palace alone. I'm looking at you, Loki. Remember family over Tesseract. I was so worried that he was going to turn bad in Infinity War. Thank God they didn't do that with him. I wish he'd had more screen time in the movie, but still. And number 1, it's okay to be different. Thor accepting Loki for who he is, and finally giving Loki free choice is crucial. For the first time, Loki helps of his own choice without personal gain. Well, the Tesseract, but I think that was an afterthought. I thought the world of you at the end of the day, you and I, me, our paths diverged a long time ago. Possibly the most powerful lines in the film. Thor realizing that his false expectations of Loki were to be a fellow warrior were impossibilities, and instead of forcing Loki to unwillingly help, letting Loki be himself, it's sad and poignant, but also important. Sometimes you also have to let go of your false expectations of people. Forcing them to help you may only estrange them more from you than they already are. Seems like Loki has done some emotional healing while away from Thor, and Thor has come to terms with the fact that they are on different paths and have different goals in life. That is super important to remember. If you have siblings or friends or false expectations of them, I'm just laughing because that scene, which was like the best scene in the movie, was then followed up with Get Help, which was also the best scene in the movie for a completely different reason. So anyway, that was a pretty good post. Just how many characters will be in this was the one when I was still watching all the movies. I hadn't seen Guardians 2 yet.
and I saw somebody listing the Guardians, listing Yondu, and I honestly kind of forgot who Yondu was because he wasn't that big in Guardians 1, and this was, and by the way, I did find out about Yondu's death before. I watched a movie just, like, somewhere, like, saddest scenes and whatever. So, but this was the one where I put Yondu on the list of characters who would be in Infinity War. Okay. I said Thor, obviously both Thor and Loki shown in the trailers. Brief cameos from Korg, Meek, and Valkyrie. We didn't see them. Heimdall we did see. Shouldn't be seeing Hell again. I was right about that. We'll see Cap and Bucky. Yep. Iron Man, Tony, and Pepper. Yep. Avengers, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, War Machine, Falcon, Doctor Strange. Wrong. Ant-Man was not in the movie. Wasp was also not in the movie. Hawkeye was not in the movie. I said Coulson, Fury, or Hill. Hill was not in it. Neither Coulson. Fury was in it. Oh no, Fury and Hill were in it. Coulson wasn't. Obviously, Banner and Spider-Man. I was up to 33. A lot of those characters were actually in it. Here was where I put it. Guardians, Rocket, Groot, Gamora, Nebula, Mantis, Yondu, Drax, Quill. Okay, baddies. Thanos, Proxima Midnight. Not sure how many in the Black Order, but safely over 45 at this point. Say about 46 at this point. Counted 3 others in the chair besides Proxima. And Loki? What's up with that anyway? And then Black Panther, T'Challa, Okoye, Wakabi. I think Wakabi did too. I have no idea who these people were. Zoliswa, Ramonda, Ayo. Okay, so I didn't know any of the names of the characters, so I must have just looked up, like, characters in the movie. I put Okoye and T'Challa. I know Okoye, T'Challa, and M'Baku, and, Shuri were in it. Overwhelming 50 characters. I'm not actually sure how many characters were in it. The characters I thought were safe. Let's see how my predictions were here. Thor's safe. He'll die in Avengers 4 at the earliest. His contract expires after that. My guess he'll be retired. I still have the same guess. I don't know why I thought Heimdall was safe. Valkyrie was safe and Heimdall wasn't. I was worried that Valkyrie was going to die and Heimdall wasn't. I don't know why I thought Heimdall was safe. We need someone to get the ship to Earth. Thor's MIA. Well, I guess Heimdall did technically get them to Earth because, or get the Hulk to Earth at least. I think he sent, like, more of the Asgardians to Earth with his magic thing. I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe they all escaped on escape pods. I don't know. Some of them escaped. That's the important part. The point is Heimdall helped out anyway, but I guess I should have known he was going to die, like, I don't know. I was saying if Thor's MIA and Loki's dead, that's basically what I was saying. Regardless, I don't see him die. He did die. Black Widow may die in Avengers 4. She's alive. I didn't see Doctor Strange dying. Doctor Strange did fade to dust, but he will definitely be back. I don't see any reason why he won't be back. Ammon wasn't even in the movie, so he's fine. Well, he's technically trapped in the quantum realm, but he's fine. He's fine. I said Spider-Man wasn't gonna die because there's more movies coming. He died, but he'll be back for sure. I said Hulk/Banner, they're fine. And then I basically said all the Guardians were safe. I said Rocket, Groot, Mantis, and Star-Lord were safe. Wow, all of them except Rocket went, but they'll all be back again. I know this because it's Marvel. They're not going to let those characters stay dead. Also because they have movies contracted. Like, they were planning to make Guardians 3, so, like, yeah. And I said Gamora's safe because she's big in GHG 3. I heard that she'd be big in GHG 3, but then it turns out Zoe Saldana was filming Avatar 2. Obviously she died. I was very wrong about this. Thanos, I was correct. Thanos is safe. So T'Challa and every major Black Panther character was like, everyone except T'Challa survived. T'Challa will be back for positive. They're gonna make sequels. Characters I was cautious about was Cap and Bucky. Bucky faded. Cap was fine. Tony Stark was fine. I said I was worried about Pepper Potts. I don't know if she ended up fading, but she didn't die on screen. Scarlet Witch, War Machine, and Falcon. I think they all. I don't think War Machine faded. Falcon did. Depends on other casualties. Coulson, possibly. Coulson wasn't even in the movie. Maria Hill faded, along with Nick Fury. Drax or Yondu. There was Yondu. God. Yondu's already dead. Drax I was worried about. Drax ended up fading, but I was worried he was gonna, like, die. I didn't know they were gonna, like, fade. I didn't know the snap was actually gonna happen. People I was worried about. Loki, Korg, Meek, and Valkyrie. Korg, Meek, and Valkyrie are just MIA. I was right about Loki. Korg and Meek are likely gonna be quick early casualties. Val is supposed to protect for royal families, so I see her protecting Thor and Loki. Well, she's just gone, but she is alive, so, Wong. I thought Wong was gonna die because he's like a mentor guy, but no, Wong is alive, Strange isn't. What the heck? Hawkeye will probably die protecting his family. Hawkeye wasn't even in the movie. I said Nick Fury would die. Nick Fury, I said it's time for him to die.
For real. Nick Fury did fade, but he'll probably show up in Hawkeye's barn again, like, seriously. It's approximately midnight. I think she did die. I think all the Black Order died. Confirmed casualty Vision. I was worried about that. He has the Mind Stone. Loki will be worse, but I can't lose Vision. I get, okay, that was back when I liked Vision. I like Jarvis, okay? Okay, and then Loki, then I said yes. I know about Yondu. Okay, to sleep on the team. Now, sorry, I'm not being more specific, though, those who haven't watched DOTD2 also. I finished the MCU. Guardians isn't my forte, lol. Although I do love them a lot, I'm more of a Revenders girl still. I would correct it, but that goes off the numbers XD and I'm lazy. Okay. Star Games Girl. 01. This is all me, by the way. These are just different names I was going by. Commented June 10th. Boy, was I wrong. I guess it was dumb to predict Valkyrie in actual danger instead of Heimdall. Still can't believe Gamora, though. And Nebula is safe? I thought she was a goner for sure. I was very right about Loki and Vision, sadly. Yep. Interesting. Infinity War characters that are going to make me cry. Let's break this down. Okay, don't cry during movies. I wanted to cry during Inside Out. I wanted to cry during Rogue One. I wanted to cry during The Last Jedi. I don't know when I would have cried during The Last Jedi, actually. Probably like the Rey and Kylo stuff. I wanted to cry during Wonder Woman. I wanted to cry during Black Panther. I really wanted to cry during both Guardians films, and I might have choked up over a few Loki and Kylo scenes. Really? Kylo Ren? Kylo Ren makes me... Okay. There is that part with, like, the Rey, and they're, like, touching hands and stuff. Like, there is that. But there's only one film I honest to goodness cried so hard like a baby, and it was embarrassing. This was before I saw Infinity War. That was La La Land. The whole movie had me viciously fighting tears, and if you know me in movies, I have a reputation for not crying. Not during Hunger Games or Pixar. Not during Star Wars. I'm notorious. Does that mean I'm some sort of cold-hearted person who doesn't feel the same way? Well, I'm not. More often than that, I'll be annoyingly tight during a scene completely wrapped in the action and immobile. I don't cry after either. Yeah, I probably write about it, but I don't cry. I only cry when my real life shit and I have someone to blame for it, including myself. I have to be riled and angry to cry. I have to yell, and you can't do that in a movie theater. Fortunately, I was on my living room couch when I saw La La Land. Just me and my family, thankfully. By the end of the film, you know the part. I was furious. Absolutely enraged. I mean, I get it. I do. Not everyone ends up together, and that's okay, but the montage that pissed me, ugh. I was so mad that she was cheating on her husband in her head. And that's how I saw it. Oh my god, I wanted to hit Emma Stone's character, sorry, I don't remember her name, right in the face, but I didn't. Instead, I started crying my angry cry, yup. And I ended up reconciling with Mia. Was that her name? Realizing that it was her only way of letting go, but oh boy, that was a doozy. Another scene that made me incredibly shocked and angry in cinema was Han Solo's death. Force Awakens, been 2 flippin' years, guys. I'm not spoiling anyone, but okay. It pissed me bad. Kylo pissed me off insanely. Yes, I've come around to his character since. I'm desperately hoping for his redemption in Episode 9, as he clearly has a lot of issues and conflict between his own beliefs and those instilled in him by Snoke and the dark side. Regardless, I was pissed, but I didn't cry. I spent the whole day earlier crying when my grandma had a massive heart attack, and I couldn't waste anything on this, but it still reminds me of that fateful weekend of my life. Alright, on to the list. Spoilers for the other MCU films. So these were the people I thought that would make me cry. Number 11, B-list Avengers, Scarlet Witch, War Machine, Falcon, Doctor Strange, etc. None of them made me cry. Reasons: I think the very concept of Avengers movie scope is so emotional, and some of the characters could have their moments, but in reality, probably not. I said the Wakandans. If they touch one Wakanda, I'd be pissed. I didn't cry. Asgardians. I meant random Asgardian casualties. Heimdall, Valkyrie, I can't believe I only put Valkyrie at that number because what, dude? I'm actually gonna have to break this up, which is really sucks.